Hello, I've had a question about Unit 3, Lesson 14, and I'm looking at number 12. And it wants us to find the equation for the tangent line to the curve. So we are looking at implicit differentiation involving trigonometry. So you can plunge right in to start taking the derivative. So in the case of both sides here, we're really dealing with two functions. So that means we're going to be using the product rule. So derivative of x is 1. We leave the second function alone, plus first function's left alone. Derivative of sine is cos 2y. The derivative of the angle would be 2y prime. So there is your left side with the derivative taken. Right side, derivative of the first, so y. Derivative of y is y prime. Leave the trig function alone, plus y. Take the derivative of the second function, so the derivative of cos is sine 2x, derivative of the angle. All right, now we want our y primes on the same side. So I'm going to factor at the same time. So I'm going to leave this guy here. I'm going to move this one over, and I'm going to take the y prime out at the same time just to save myself a step. So I'm left with 2x cos 2y, so that's the left one, minus, if I take out the y prime, I'm left with cos 2x. On the other side, I'm going to have this function here. I'll move that one over as well. So I'm going to end up with negative 2xy sine 2x minus sine 2y. All right, so the final step, or not really the final step, almost the final step. I'm going to divide both sides by each of those, divided by 2x cos 2y minus cos 2x. And now we need to go through and do our substitution. So let's see how that goes. So equals negative 2, x is pi by 4, y is pi by 2, sine of 2 times our x value, so pi by 4, minus sine 2 times pi by 2 divided by 2 pi by 4, and then cos of 2 times pi by 2 minus cos of 2 times pi by 4. So hopefully I entered those all in correctly. So what I would do is I'm going to start with my trig functions, because hopefully based on pi by 2, pi by 4, we're going to have some things going to 0 here. So for my first one, sine, that's going to be sine of pi by 2, sine of 90 degrees. So we know that goes up. Sine of pi by 2 is a value of 1. We know that sine, that's going to become a pi in the angle. Sine of 180 is 0, so that term is going to disappear. Down here, that's 2 times pi by 2, so 2 times pi, so cos of 180, so that's going to go to negative 1. And this one here, 2 times pi by 2, cos of pi by 2, cos of 90 is 0, so that term disappears. So I'm left with my first two terms. So these twos will cancel out. So I'm going to have negative pi squared over 4 on top, divided by negative, that's going to reduce that to 2, divided by pi by 2, which means that the negatives cancel. I have pi squared over 4 multiplied by the reciprocal, 2 over pi. So again, we have a little bit of reduction going on. So the 2, 4 will reduce. That pi takes the exponent away. So I end up with, I get pi over 2. So that is the slope of our tangent line. So we are looking for the equation of the tangent line. And we find that it is pi by 2, x minus, I think it's pi by 4, multiplied by, or sorry, plus pi by 2. And again, you can leave it in this format. This is fine for what I'm looking for. You can do the distributive law. You may have to if you want to check the answer. with the back of the book, but that's fine by me at that point. So if you have any questions with that, let me know, and we'll go from there.